Okay, welcome. And in this video, we're going to show a couple of examples of how to go from a percent to a decimal, or from a decimal fraction to a percentage. Okay, so let's start with the percentage. So to go from a percentage to a decimal, it's very easy. All you have to do is remember what the definition of percent means. It means per 100. So what this means is this 44% means 44 out of 100, or 44 hundredths. Okay? So this is equal to 44 over 100. Now remember, what happens when you divide by 10, right? Every time you divide by 10, it moves the decimal point. So there's a decimal point here. Okay? Moves it to the left, right? So here I've got 10 squared. So it's going to move the decimal point to the left 2 spots. Or just remember what hundredths mean, right? So the hundredths is right here. So you're going to put the digit, the number in here, so that the rightmost digit is in the hundredth spot, just from before. Remember from previous videos. So either way, either you look at it as dividing by a power of 10, or just the definition of the place value. Okay, so this means that 44% is the same as 0.44. Okay, so to go from a percentage to a decimal, it's very easy. You basically move the decimal point to the left 2 spots and drop the percent sign. That's it. So if I was to say 37%, then again you would just drop the percent sign, move the decimal point 2 spots to the left, and it becomes 0.37. Or if you had 153, 132, again you would do the same thing. Move the decimal point over 2 spots, oops, drop the percent sign, move the decimal point to the left 2 spots, okay? But it's all based on the definition of what a percentage is. Now, what about if I have a decimal or a fraction and I want to write it as a percentage? Well, this is where we have to, basically we're going to multiply by a form of 1. So the idea is that, again, 100% is equal to 1, right? Because again, if I drop the percent sign and move the decimal point over 2 spots, I get 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by 100%, or I'm going to take a fraction and I'm going to multiply by 1. Well, how am I going to multiply by 1? So this is going to equal what? It's going to equal 1/2 of 100%. Which is the same as 1. And so what is this going to equal? This is going to equal half of 100%, which is 50%. So 1/2 is the same as 50%. Okay. Likewise, if I have a decimal, I can do the same thing. I can take 0.5 times 100%, and it makes it into 50. So look what's going on here though. I'm multiplying by a power of 10. See the decimal? 0.5. What does it become? 50. So when you're dealing with decimals, right, just like we were dealing with up here, going to a decimal, when you want to change a decimal to a percentage, you're going the other way. You're multiplying by a power of 10. So remember, when you multiply by a power of 10, every power of 10, you're moving the decimal point to the right. So here, the way you go from a decimal to a percentage is very easy. All you do is move the decimal point to the right 2 spots and add the percent sign. So I have 1.67, and I want to write that as a percentage, then it's just going to be 167%. I move the decimal point over 2 spots, and I add the percent sign. So likewise, if I have 0.03, that's going to equal 3%. Or if I have 0.001, that's going to equal 0.1%. Okay? And if I have a fraction, one last example, if I have a fraction, let's say 3/2, okay, I can multiply by that by 100%, or I can change that to a decimal, right? There's nothing wrong with me changing it to the decimal. I can make this into 1.5, and then I can just move the decimal point, and I get 150%. I could do that too, okay? Any of these will work, because there's a relationship between percents, decimals, and fractions. Have a great day.